Good morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of probability and statistics and chapter number 4, hypothesis. We have already seen in our previous lecture with the help of large samples we have many types of the problems solved in previous lecture. So this is the example of the small samples, and in our previous lecture we have seen if we are given in the only mean. Okay, so how we solve this type of question if a number of samples less than equal to 30. Okay, and this type of question we have the three tests. Number one is the T student test, second one is the F test, and third one is the chi-square test. Okay, so in the T student test we are given in only the mean. Okay, mean and standard deviation. But in F student test, we are given in only the variance or standard deviation. But F student test depends on only the variation. If sometimes we are given in the standard deviation, so first we find the variance and after that we apply the F test. Okay, and the third one is the chi-square test. So chi-square test we are given in only the frequency. Okay, that means if we are given in the mean, so we use the T student test. Given in variance or standard deviation, so we use the F test. And third one is the we are given in the frequency, so we use the chi-square test. Okay, so let's start this type of the question. The type is the test of significance for differences of means. Okay, yes, in previous lecture we have seen we are given in only the one mean, only given one mean, but in this type of question we are given in more than one mean. Okay, so let's start. Let x1 comma x2 up to xn and y1 comma y2 up to yn be two independent samples of size n1 and n2. That means here we are given in x1, x2 up to xn and y1, y2 up to yn we two independent samples of size n1 and n2. Okay, and here n1 and n2 both are less than equal to 30. Got it? So with means x bar and y bar. So x bar that means was the sum of all the values x1, x2, xn divided by n1. That means the number of terms or number of samples. Okay, and the second one is the y1 plus y2 up to yn divided by number of terms. That means number of samples. According to y, we have the number of samples n2, and according to x, we have the number of samples n1. Okay, so here it means x bar and y bar and the standard deviation s1 and s2. We have already seen in our previous lecture x bar is mean and mu is also mean. Okay, but x bar is according to sample and mu according to our population. Just like s1 and s2, small s1 and s2 is the standard deviation according to sample, and sigma 1 and sigma 2 is standard deviation according to our population. Got it? So here s1 and s2 from a standard deviation from a normal population with mean mu1 and mu2 and standard deviation. That means what? X bar and y bar is mean according to sample and S1 and S2 also standard deviation according to sample. Got it? And here mu1 and mu2 and standard deviation according to population. Okay? So in this type of question we are given in the two means and the two number of samples less than equal to 30. Got it? If a question given in the samples less than equal to 30, then we go to small sample, then classify the T student test, F test or chi-square test. Okay. So here we are given in the mean. If we are given in the mean, so formula is T equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s root 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2. Okay, so here V is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2. That means V is equal to what? V is equal to degree of freedom. And degree of freedom, value of the degree of freedom already given in your question. Okay. So this type of question we are given in x bar and y bar. So x bar is equal to summation x upon n1. That means x1 plus x2 up to xn divided by n1, and y bar is equal to summation y upon n2. That means y1 plus y2 up to yn divided by n2. Okay. So here the value of s, we find the value of s. So s is equal to root summation x minus x bar whole square plus summation y minus y bar whole square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay. So this is the formula of the s, and this is a formula of the T student test. If a question given in the two means and two, we can set the two standard deviation. So if in this question the two standard deviation is not given, okay, so we use here s, and the value of s we find the this formula. Okay, but in case we are given in the two mean and the two standard deviation according to your sample. Okay, so what is the formula of the T? So the formula of the T is equal to of the T if in your question given in the standard deviation S1 and S2. Okay, so formula of the T is equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s root 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2. Okay, and here s is equal to under root n1 s1 square plus n2 s2 square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, here s1 is equal to under root summation x minus x bar whole square divided by n1, and s2 is equal to under root summation y minus y bar whole square divided by n2. So if in your question given in only the x bar and y bar, and with the help of x bar and y bar we find the value of s, and if in your question given in the standard deviation according to sample, so we use this formula for finding the small s. Okay, so let's start the example. The example is the mean of two random samples of size 9 and 7. Okay, so here we are given in n1 and n2 is equal to 9 and 7. Okay, so number of sample less than equal to 30. That means this question is in the small sample. Okay, test of hypothesis. So we are given in the size means of the two random variables. That means already given in two means 196.42 and 198.82 respectively. The sum of the squares of the deviation from the mean are 26.94 and 18.73 respectively. So here read carefully, this value is not given in the mean form because of mean is already given. Okay, but this values is not in the standard deviation because of here we have given in the sum of square of the deviation of the mean, that means sum of the square of the deviation of the mean, that means this value is given is summation under root summation x minus x bar whole square, and this value is under root summation y minus y bar whole square. Okay, and find can the sample be considered to have been drawn from the sac population. So hypothesis, that means claim is that the samples, the SAM considered to have been drawn from the SAM population. Okay, so first we write the things because of we are given in here. First we write the solution. Okay, so our solution is first n1 is equal to. So the value of n1 is equal to what? 9, and the value of n2 is equal to 7. Got it? Next one is the mean. Mean, that means x bar is equal to, we are given in 196.42 and y bar is equal to 198.82. Got it? So here we are given in the two number of samples and two mean. Next one is the sum of square of the deviation. Okay, so the sum of the square of the deviation, that is we are given in the summation x minus x bar whole square is equal to, and summation y minus y bar whole square is equal to. Okay, so x minus x bar whole square is equal to 26.94. Okay, and the y minus y bar whole square 18.73. Okay, so with the help of these values, we find the small s. Okay, so formula of the small s is equal to what? Small s is equal to under root summation x minus x bar whole square plus summation y minus y bar whole square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, so first we write the value of the s. So s is equal to under root summation x minus x bar whole square, okay, plus summation y minus y bar whole square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, so put all these values, that means we put s is equal to under root summation x minus x bar whole square, that means 26.94 plus summation y minus y bar whole square is equal to 18.73 divided by n1 plus n2, that means 9 plus 7 minus 2. Okay, so we write here the value under root x minus x bar, that means 26.94 plus 18.73 divided by 9 plus 7 minus 2. Okay, so we get the value of s is equal to, with the help of this formula, 1.806. Okay, so we find the value of s. After that, we write here the sixth step. Okay, so first step is what? Null hypothesis. So the null hypothesis is what? Null hypothesis h naught is equal to mu1 equal to mu2. Because of this examples is depend on the mean, so we use the t student test because of a number of samples less than equal to 30. Got it? So here mu1 is equal to mu2, that is null hypothesis is what? Null hypothesis is the samples to be drawn from the SAM population. Okay, and the alternative hypothesis is what? Mu1 not equal to mu2. That means this is the two-tailed test, because of there is no comparison between the two population. Third one is the level of significance. So in this question, we are not given the level of significance. So level of significance, we write the 5% level of significance. Got it? Next one, we write the test static. So test static, we write the formula. T is equal to, after that we find the critical value. Okay, so in this question we are given in the critical value v is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2. So first we compare both the values, and in the decision we write here, if your mod of t less than mod of t v, so null hypothesis is accepted, and if our mod of t value is greater than the mod of t 0.05, or we can say that the 5% level of significance, so our null hypothesis is rejected. Okay.